Hello YouTube. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I actually had a request from a friend of mine and a viewer to do a fan tour of some of my Roblox games. So we got quite a few in this one. This is my game, the Roblox Scrap and Auto Wrecker or Auto Recycling Center. It's kind of like a pick and pull type of place that also takes in scrap metal. But the main focus of today is the ceiling fans. So starting off in the lobby, we have a NEC fan. This is kind of a group project. Me and my friend Hampton built this fan, scripted it, and everything. Pretty cool fan. It's one of the newer fans from the lineup. You can get these through the Native Engines Roblox group. If you go to the forum shout, you can actually find these fans. There's this version, a weatherproof, and then a light kit adaptable one, which has a switch housing on the bottom. In the break area, we have this 6 Smart Hugger ceiling fan from the 90s. It's just a cheap generic little hugger. I think honestly it looks better than the footprint vent fan that used to be here. In the office we have a Kmart classic right here. This is a 42-inch Hunter original made by my friend Hampton. Pretty nice fucking fan. This is a old Native Engines box fan, and then the newer style here with the newer blade. I'm probably not going to do a demonstration. This one doesn't even work. These are some new in box Howard Hillard Highlines that my friend Noah made, and some other box fan. I forget what this one is. Uh, Hillard Sears. So that's another fan Noah made. In the shop, we have a pretty cool install of fans. This is a. I'm going to start with this fan first, and I'll get to the main shop. Over the meeting table, we have a Native Engines, or yeah, sorry, Native Engines hot rod. I forgot about words being word right now. I forgot that Native Engines still made fans for a second. This is one you can also get now. It's a pretty cool fan that I made. Figured it'd be kind of cool to make a fan look like an engine. It has a air cleaner cover as a trim piece. Pretty cool fan. And then up here is the. You can't really see them too well because they're pretty high up in the shop. There's three NEC harsh conditions, which is our version of the Emerson K55 heat fan. They're 52-inch brown with fake wood grain blades. These are paired to a older style choke control because there used to be an older set of fans in here, but they got replaced just from being old and kind of ugly. Then we have this NEC pedestal fan, which I might do a separate video on the portable fans. An old Standard Electric fan that was repainted. Over here we have another NEC pedestal fan and an NEC drum fan. Now, there's another fan that doesn't run that's off to the other side of the map. It's a. Oh, here's the older wall control. It still works, but it's been obsoleted out for a more traditional design that I think looks a lot better. You can see it over here. Actually, oh, jumped into the ceiling here. Start these up on low. That's. I'm pretty sure that's low on that fan. The one in the tent doesn't run, so I'll just kind of glance over it and call it good. Yeah, that's high. That's definitely high. Medium, low. I don't know what speed that's on. We'll figure it out though. The native engine fans or the NEC fans are pretty self-explanatory. They're all on 5-speed wall controls. This one, the remote's up on the table and it's kind of hard to read it, but 3-speed fan. Shouldn't be that hard to figure out. Okay, so the one in the tent I'll glaze over because it really doesn't um, work. But this is the NEC Industrial. Original is on low, I think. The game's got some lag to it because of how big it is, so it's kind of hard to tell what speed the fans are on sometimes. But yeah, these are all on low. We don't really use them too often because most of the time we're in the studio working on cars, but for visual sake, it's pretty nice to have fans up in the shop. So yeah, these are all on low. I'm gonna go swing over to the other side of the building, and show you guys that fan. It's a pretty cool one. It worked for a while. I don't know if a scripting issue happened or somehow something got deleted, but the fan doesn't work anymore. So probably gonna wind up replacing it with something new. But there's an old Kmart box fan here for scrap, doesn't work, and this is the fan. It's a 36-inch Dayton model. It's on a all control, but it doesn't spin. So I don't know if it's a collisions issue or a scripting issue, but the fan doesn't work, so I gotta fix it. I'm assuming it's probably a collisions issue because of how close it is to the top of the tank. So I'm gonna have to fix that, but that'll be a project for another time. There's all the junk cars that were crushed and some bus chassis and Dodge Neon that's gonna be crushed soon. Might do a car tour too while I'm at it because honestly, some of the cars in this game are pretty cool. Like I built this Chevy trucks. Got a couple other ones over there I've built the record and scripted it so it actually works and tows and stuff. There's a lot of stuff in this game that's pretty cool that honestly makes this game pretty worthwhile to spend some time and really look around and appreciate. Alright, let me bump all these guys up to medium. Medium for that fan. 2, 3. Medium for that. Then the industrial fans, I'm going to set the controls up to the middle. I'm sorry if this video is kind of on the longer side. There's just so much to go through in this game that I'm like kind of overwhelmed myself. Let me set the choke for these to medium and then set the hot rod up to medium. 1, 2, 3. That's up to medium. Cool. So I'll let those all speed up. I guess we'll start with the little hugger and like the front of the building fans and then go through everything. Of course, it's off. Now it's on medium. Okay. Original is on medium. The hugger's now on medium for sure. Industrial is up on medium. Going a little bit faster. You can tell it has a little wobble to it also. I did that to add a little bit of realism because, let's face it, every J-Hook fan has a wobble to it. There's no such thing as a perfectly balanced J-Hook fan. Pretty sure it's high speed for that. And then bump this guy up to high. Bump this little hugger guy up to high. And I'll go over the shop fans now because I think I completely missed them the last when I did low speed. Okay, there's 3 of these installed. They're like up above the rafters, so it's kind of hard to get a pretty. Oh, there we go. Got an angle of all 3 of these. Oh, so those are on full tilt. Be on full tilt. Bumping everything up to full speed ahead. Which I think these are already on high. Yeah. I'm not going to do spin down on these because it's kind of stupid on a game, but yeah, I'm sorry the video's longer for all you people that don't really care about the Roblox stuff. Like, I've had a couple requests now about them, so yeah, it's something that I enjoy doing, so it's not really anything that I don't mind doing. The Heat fans are all at full tilt, even though they look like they're slowing down a lot because of the lag in the game. When there ain't a lot of cars in the game, it's usually pretty smooth sailing, but right now there's a bunch of stuff, so it's kind of like when there's a lot of things going on at once, the game kind of freaks out a little bit. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to get this one uploaded, and then I'm going to start working on the other one because I got quite a few games I want to do a tour of. So, see you guys in the next one.